My name is Federico. I'm the founder and director of Table 13. Table 13 is a cafe and a wine bar, also wine shop and a daily shop. Table 13 focuses on the staples elements, which are the coffee, bread and wine, where you can find from the morning through the afternoon to the evening, and also in a very cozy and friendly atmosphere. Basically, the pandemic 2019, as most of the people got furlough, obviously working in hospitality, and first couple of months of furlough obviously was all good, stay home and yeah, don't doing much. But then I realized I always had in my kind of head or dreams the concept or this concept, but I never started putting any plan or anything on paper apart few drafts in my notebook. And then that way came Food Motion, because I used to watch his interview to other entrepreneurs, and I was really enjoying the story they were giving on that interview, that I got really inspired from them. And so I decided to contact Peter. And since the first time, obviously, we met, I felt really confident with him, and it's yeah, we started working together. And obviously, the first struggle was obviously I had this concept in my mind, but never had a proper business plan, or where do we start, how do we do a business plan, a 5 years plan, that kind of thing. And Peter, obviously, we went through all those things at the beginning. And that was the first struggle, not the only one. But then obviously with him, it gave me the confidence to start to work proper on this concept. That's why when I got back to work, I decided to actually leave my old work and yeah, working on this concept. Since I started working with Peter, we had a kind of a weekly meeting, sometimes once every couple of weeks. But obviously the struggle at the beginning was not much struggle, but working with him is always gave me the kind of reassuring myself and motivating myself of what I was doing. And that was the main thing. Start working on the why I'm doing this rather than what I'm doing, which is what is quite easy, but why I'm doing this, that we work a lot on this. And actually was quite a new thing for me, because obviously, yeah, I know what to do. I want to sell coffee, bread and wine, but why I'm doing this, and it come through, done lots of work with Peter, that it helped me to see the vision more deep rather only on what I want to do. Also, yeah, going through the business plan, it cleared my head more in what we want to do as well. And also it helped me mainly on motivating myself, and kind of remind me that feeling down and feeling unmotivated is part of the process. That's very normal. It's something that we kept saying with him, that he's always been a proper coach. I guess obviously working with Peter and doing meeting with him, it's one of the first thing comes to my mind. It helped me a lot to decide to leave the comfort zone, which it was my kind of secure job in that time. Definitely working with him. Remember the time that obviously I was in furlough during the pandemic, and when they called me back to work, where I was already working on the concept, and we were meant to do a little pop-up actually where we are here on the time. And yes, you remember that when I got back to work, it was not my thing anymore, because obviously it was like almost leaving a baby, very small baby though. And on that time, I spent quite lots of time with Peter, going through those things. And he always gave me the kind of motivation that it was the right call, and it was all good to leave the comfort zone, which is sometimes is not an easy thing. But obviously, it helped a lot to make that decision. Obviously, it was my decision, but the support from him, it was really, really much on that time. I still remember I spent quite lots of time on the phone. I was in my bedroom talking quite lots of things. How are we going to do it? That's the best thing to do. Or, yeah, I want to leave the job, or that kind of thing. But it was really reassuring and supporting myself. That's what I think, that's what the only thing I needed on the time. Just support from someone that also didn't know. It was not a friend, it was not a family, it was someone that I just met a few times, but kind of felt that he knew already what I was going through. That was very powerful. Obviously, after working together, there's so many things that I could summarize, that going through more in details, kind of reviewing the offering of what we were doing, the concept, refine the offering and the business plan and planning, everything. But I think the main thing was the support from him, that it was priceless. Peter's got an amazing personality. I always found Peter, since we met, very positive, which is obviously in this industry, when you decide to do something on your own and you need help from someone, the positivity is the key thing. Without positivity, you can't do anything. And yeah, Peter is always has got that approach, very positive. So any issue has got a solution. It's very entrepreneurial mindset from him, which is, I kind of learn a lot from him, working from him, because I don't think I had it before. I don't think I still have it. I'm still working on it and trying hard on that kind of mindset. But obviously I learned quite a lot from him, because he's always had the solution on any issue. That's what I felt. Anytime we talk about any issue, you always get him on the positive side, which is obviously is very good. I also think it's got, the main thing Peter has got the coaching approach to his clients, or unless, I mean, I guess with me, he's always been, I always felt I kind of was being coached, which is good. I mean, that's the main thing, when you don't need someone tell you what to do, because obviously I won't listen to anyone. You don't want to get someone that is telling you what you're doing wrong, because I won't listen to that. You just want someone that is kind of supporting your idea, guiding you, making you more open sometimes. And that's what I needed on the time. I still need it. I mean, that's the coach that you need, basically. And that I found in Peter, the proper coach for hospitality, yeah. Yeah, I always felt that I had someone to talk to the phone, and I always felt I had someone to support myself. And that's the main thing I got from Peter during the opening, mainly from when we opened the cafe. And as well as, obviously, Peter is very detailed and technical in hospitality. As operation manager, I always found myself going along with him, because of being in the same role as well. We very focus on very spreadsheet lovers, and we always found. And so yeah, in that technical part, also I enjoyed Peter. From day one, I think the result has been very quick, and also seen week by week going through. If I think the first time I spoken with him, it was on a Zoom call in the completed pandemic. I didn't have a job, I was at home, and since then, every week meeting him, it was kind of, we're developing the concept and putting plans. And then obviously back to when we opened the door here in September, we opened the shop as a takeaway. But then since then, obviously week by week, we're seeing the concept going well. And yeah, I mean, we're still seeing every week the business growing, which is which is great. I think that's what you want when you do something, and you see people are enjoying and coming back more and more. So yeah, always felt motivated, supported, also always understood. That was sometimes is the main thing, that you want someone that is actually understand what you're going through. That's the big thing, what I felt. And how I feel today, obviously I feel much different than before meeting him. Obviously I've been through a lot over the last, let's say, 15, 18 months since I started doing this. Yeah, I'm definitely much more ready for the unknown, which is 15 months ago. Didn't have idea what unknown means. I still don't, but yeah, much more ready to the unknown, which is part of the doing something on your own again. So, but definitely feel much more stronger in that sense. Well, I think if you think into to open an hospitality business, I think I feel that Peter has got everything you need. So yeah, go for it.